So hopefully you guys can hear me now. I will be doing a normal routine, which is exercise in the morning, and then we're going to talk about videos, and then we're going to see how the rest of the day goes. Okay, so hopefully the audio works for everyone. If not, you can leave a comment and let me know if there's anything wrong. So, Damien, I know you wanted to do a workout, and we will be doing that today. So hopefully you're ready. Corey, hopefully you're ready for the workout. And if you guys are ready, let's get to it. Make sure you have some water. Make sure you have something to wipe your face, because we might get a little bit sweaty, but that's all right. All right, so I'm gonna take off my glasses because I don't need them to do a workout. I may not be able to see perfectly, but it's worth it. Alright guys, I gotta fix the camera angle a little bit. Give me a second. Need a little bit more space. So today is going to be just me, but Esmeralda and Porfirio, they are working on something else. They have to clean up a little bit. So let's get started. Alright, so we gotta wake up. Gotta get this out of the way.
What's up? We're gonna wake our bodies and our brains up with a good stretch. You ready? Let's get that neck rolling. And reverse.
Okay, don't do that
Other
too fast, because I did it a little bit too fast. And
reverse again.
The other way.
And once more.
Now back to the left.
All right, let's get some arm circles.
Come on guys, arm circles.
Arm circles to the front. Come on.
And reverse.
Reverse. Don't forget to breathe. Get a good stretch.
Forward.
Forward.
Reverse.
Reverse. Get a good stretch. Good stretch.
All right, we're gonna cross our arms over our body. Feel the stretch in your back.
Feel the stretch. Stretch it out. To the right.
Very good. Now we're gonna go down to the center and stretch our legs. Over to the side.
To the side.
The other side.
To the other side.
Back to the center.
Stretch it out.
To the side.
To the side. Come on.
The other side.
To the other side.
And a few more times.
Stretch it out. You got this. Come on. Stretch
Once
it out.
more.
To the side. To the other side. To the middle.
All right, we're gonna get a couple lunges to stretch the legs out here and warm up our leg
Come on,
We're
muscles.
doing lunges right now. Come on. Stretch those legs out. Down. Down. Come on. Stretch it out.
Couple more, guys.
When we first
Couple more
started, I
lunges.
couldn't
You
do
can do
anything,
it. Come
but
on.
now I can. Now
Stretch it out.
I look forward to doing it.
All right, a few arm circles get loose. We're gonna do some knee raises across our body. Here we go.
So knee raises.
Come on.
It's like if you're kicking, like kickboxing.
Stretch it out. Come on.
Switch.
Lift up the knee. Lift it high. Let it meet your elbow.
Switch.
Come on. You got this.
bridge. That was a great stretch. Now you're ready to get back to class and do your thing. Fresh start.
So, are you guys as tired as I am? Probably not, because you guys are in way better shape than I am. So Gerard, you better be doing this exercise with me. Adrian, should be doing it. Haiti, Corey, Damien, all you guys should be doing this with me. Whew. So let's do a little bit of breathing exercises before we move on to the next one. If you need to go grab some water, go ahead and do that. I gotta breathe real quick though. So we're gonna be inhaling and then exhaling. But when you inhale, do it through your nose, and when you exhale, do it through your mouth. So breathe in through nose, breathe out through mouth. So we'll be doing that real quick. So inhale, hold it, exhale through your mouth. So let's do it again. Inhale, hold it, exhale. Good job, guys. Let me set my chair back. So I'm probably gonna be a little bit sweaty. Didn't bring anything with me to clean my face, so you're just gonna see me sweaty today. All right, so let me move this down a little bit. Whew. That was a nice workout. So when we first started doing workouts, I couldn't do it, but now it's one of the things that wakes me up in the morning, and it feels nice. Like I no longer get aches in my legs. I don't wake up sore. I just wake up with more energy and ready to go. So these workouts are working, and thank you to Go Noodle for making these, because they're really good for everyday morning exercises. So the next segment is about personal hygiene. So we really want to specify personal hygiene a lot. So we need to stay healthy as we can be, because there is a global pandemic going around, or there is a global pandemic. So make sure you guys are cleaning. Make sure you guys are washing your hands. Let's get on to the next segment of the video. See what they have to say. All right, so let's get started.
Simple personal hygiene.
And if you need to go drink some water,
For
go ahead and
every
do
human,
that.
personal hygiene is as important as our daily food. Personal hygiene gives us healthy and disease-free life. In definition, hygiene is defined as the science and practice maintaining good health.
So
In simple words,
maintaining good health.
personal hygiene is taking care of one's own body. The four main aspects of personal hygiene are: 1. Cleanliness. 2. Rest and sleep. 3.
So you have to be
Physical
you have to be
exercise.
more clean than normal.
4.
You have to get a lot of
Healthy
rest and
habits.
sleep, physical exercise, and I didn't
Cleanliness.
see the last one.
Cleanliness
So
of hand
cleanliness.
and skin.
We always talk about
is
this,
the
and
most
we're always
essential
going to be
part
talking
in our
about this,
daily life.
because you should always be washing your
On
hands,
starting our day,
because you're always
we
touching
use
things.
many things.
And we've
Like
seen
handling
videos
them,
with germs
we
and how
touch the
germs
objects,
spread.
like
So
furnitures,
make sure you're
toys,
always washing your hands
supporting
before eating,
rods in buses,
after eating.
seats, etc.
Try not to touch your face as much,
Every
because
object that we
that's
touch
how
or pick may carry
germs get
germs,
into your
which are
into your
transferred over
mouth,
other
into your
parts of the
nose,
body.
into your
If it
eyes.
does, it can
So
also transfer into the body
we gotta be
through
careful.
food. We can maintain personal hygiene by following some of the measures that help us to attain disease-free life. 1. Practicing of daily hand wash with soap before food is very important.
Yeah, so
2.
always wash your
Many of
hands
the
before
people
eating, and
ignore
before
proper
eating the
hand
rest
wash
before eating
after
the
using
before
toilets
using the
or
restroom.
washrooms. Practice of hand
And after
wash
using the
with soap
restroom, of course.
after use
So
of toilets is very
if
important.
you go to the restroom, wash your hands.
3.
And a lot of
Proper
us
and
have
particular
that on our
cleansing
objective
and
sheets,
drying of
that
various
we should be washing
and
our hands
folds of
after using the
skin,
restroom all the time.
like arms, legs, and toes. 4. Proper and daily washing of undergarments, and
So,
handkerchiefs.
make sure you're helping
Five.
your mom or your family,
Frequent
whoever
washing
does your laundry,
and
or if you do
regular
your laundry
combining of
yourself,
hair
good job.
gives
So,
not
but
only
make
healthy
sure you're
hair,
always doing
but
laundry,
also free
so you're
from
not wearing dirty clothes.
parasites like head lice. 6.
And
Brushing
brushing
teeth
our
twice
teeth, we
daily
know that's very important.
keeps teeth free
Because in
from
the long
germs
run,
and
if you
infections.
don't brush your teeth and have,
Make a habit
you
of
can get
brushing
cavities.
twice,
And
early in
we've
the
learned that
morning
cavities
and
are these
before to
little
bed
holes that
at
pop up
night
in our teeth
is good for
because
teeth.
they're
Practice
breaking
of
down.
mouthwash after eating
So,
every food and after eating
brush your
sweets,
teeth
also good for teeth
at least
and
twice a
gums.
day, and once in the morning, once
7.
at night.
Always, while
So if you need
sneezing or
to cough,
coughing,
you gotta cover
hold
your
a
mouth or
handkerchief
do it
in
on,
front of
on the
nose and mouth.
inside of your
8.
elbow, like this.
Eye care is also much important as part of hygiene. Cleansing of eyes regularly with clear water 2 or 3 times a day prevent from infection. Trachoma and conjunctivitis
So
are the 2
that
common
this is one
diseases
of the things that
caused by
happens
dust and
if you
contamination.
are getting
Never
like
share
dust in your
towels with
eyes,
others,
or
even with the family.
if you
And
are
also
using
never
the
share
same towel as
cordial
your other
used
families
by
when you guys
others,
shower.
which also
So
leads to
try to make
infection.
sure that you have your own towel. That
9.
way you
The
don't get
ears are one of the
anything
important
infected like
organ in
in
our
your
body,
eyes.
which should be cleansed properly and regularly. The wax that is formed in the ear should be cleansed with soft swab.
And
Don't put any sharp
don't
objects
use
into the ear,
the
which
Q-tip
damages
all
the
the way
eardrum.
inside your ear, just like around it a little
10.
bit, and that's it.
A systematic physical
Your
exercise
ears
is
should
necessary
naturally have
for
earwax.
every
That
age
is
group,
very normal. That is
like
to
children,
prevent your
adolescents,
eardrums
young
from
and old
bursting
people.
because
Physical
noise is
exercise
too loud.
improves blood
So
circulation.
earwax helps
11.
your
Every organ
eardrum
in our body
from
needs rest.
getting damaged.
Organs obtain rest when we sleep. Every age
So
group requires
we all
adequate
need to
sound
sleep.
sleep,
We all need
an
to
average of
get
6
plenty of
hours per
rest.
day.
So make sure you're doing that. Don't go to
12.
bed really late at night.
Everyone should make a habit of going to bed regularly, waking up regularly, and taking food at regular intervals and time. 13. Going to bed at late hours. Going to bed immediately after dinner are not good for health.
So
14. Every
that's
day,
also why you shouldn't
bowels
eat
should be
late
cleared,
at night,
preferably
because
in
it's
the
a little bit
morning.
bad for your stomach because it'll upset your
15.
stomach. So avoid drinking and
Usage of
smoking.
tobacco should be avoided,
It does
which is
harm your
injurious
health
to health
and your
and
lungs
leads to cancer.
and your liver and kidneys.
16.
So it'll do all of
Consuming
that.
of
But
alcoholic beverage
you are an
is
adult,
also
like you can do
injurious to
whatever you'd
health.
like with that.
17.
That's just a
On the other
suggestion.
side, cleanliness of house is also very important. The room should be well ventilated for fresh air and oxygen and sunlight. The proper ventilation with sunlight kills the germs. Thus, we should care of everything in our daily life with proper hygiene. Can ensure
So that's basically the gist of it. Wash your hands, get plenty of rest, brush your teeth, wash yourself or bathe, and try to eat healthy. That's all we can do to that's all we should be doing to have a better quality of life. That's what we're not. That's what we would not be tired as often. We can get up, do our exercises every morning, which we should. We will be doing with maybe 1 or 2 cheat days out of a couple of times we do this. So like last week on Friday, we went to the zoo. Maybe that's something we can do again. I really enjoyed that. We went to the zoo virtually. So the next segment is what we talked about last week on Thursday about stress, and we did a exercise where they asked us to remember a lot of one of the key phrases the guy said, and we couldn't remember because our brain was under stress. So we're going to watch a short video on how we can reduce stress and how we can bring our stress levels down. So let's see what they have to say.
In our fast-paced world, stress comes at us from all sides. The office, the freeway,
Yep. So you're in a car and people are yelling.
home,
Yeah, we could be stressed from
Even
home
just going to the grocery
for
store.
a lot of the things
It
that we
can
have
make
to
you
do,
feel
like cleaning.
frazzled. All that stress can have a negative effect on your body.
Stress does
That's
have a
because
negative
when you're
effect in your
stressed,
body.
your body releases hormones that cause your heart rate to go up and
So
your
your
blood
heart rate goes
vessels to
up and your
narrow.
blood
Spending
vessels to
too much
narrow.
time
When
in
your
a
blood
state can
vessels
be
narrow,
harmful.
less blood
Frequent
pumps through your
stress
system
can
or
cause physical
through your body.
symptoms, such as
And
headaches and
the more blood
stomach
you have
aches,
around
as well as
circulating,
high
the
blood
better.
pressure. It can also make
The
you
better
more susceptible to
circulation.
illness. So what can you do to fight back against stress?
So what can we do to
Stress
fight back?
level is key. Use these 3 simple relaxation techniques whenever you're feeling on edge. Take a deep
So
breath.
the first step when you're feeling stressed is take a deep breath. I'm not feeling stressed right now, but let's go ahead and do that while we're at it. So I'm gonna pause the video for a second and we're gonna take a deep breath. Again, we're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. So, and I have hand sanitizer here because I have been touching out objects, so I'm gonna spray my hands with hand sanitizer. But if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and take a deep breath and do step 1 of reducing stress. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to inhale, hold it, and exhale. I'm feeling less stressed already.
Easiest
That was step
and
1.
quickest way to calm your body and your mind is to take a few deep breaths. You can do this anywhere, even if you're in a meeting or stuck in traffic. So give it a try right
Yep.
now.
We can do that
Take a
wherever
deep
we
breath
want.
in
Just
through your
take a
nose.
nice deep
Hold
breath,
it for a second or
hold
two.
it, and
Now
exhale through your
exhale
mouth.
through your mouth. Repeat until you feel your heart rate returning to normal and your muscles relaxing.
That's to bring your heart
Tighten
rate
your
down
muscles,
so you
then
can
relax them.
feel,
Stress
so
causes
you
your
won't be
shoulders
feeling
to tense and your
overwhelmed.
brow to furrow. Take a few
So-
moments to focus on relaxing your entire body. Starting from your head and working toward your toes, tighten each muscle group for a few seconds. Then release and move on to the next group of muscles until your entire body is at ease. Clear your mind.
Okay, so that was step 2 out of 3 steps. Step 1, take a deep breath and exhale as much as you need. Step 2 is tightening your muscles. So what that means is like flexing a little bit. So you can start with your upper body. So you tighten yourself. So you're just tightening all your muscles in your upper body, and then the second would be like your midsection where you tighten like your abs or your upper legs area, and then you tighten your legs. So you can just sit down or stand up and just tighten your upper body. It's like you're making a fist and you're trying to hug something that's not there. So you tighten it and then you release it, and that makes your muscles and your blood vessels expand and contract. So more blood gets through your body, and you can do that with your legs and the rest of your body. So step 1, breathe in and breathe out. Step 2, tighten all your muscles, and let's see what step 3 is.
Some
Well,
might call
clear
it
your
meditating,
mind
others
is
might call it
step
Take
3.
It 5. No matter what you call it, the goal is the same: to rid yourself of stressful thoughts and anxiety. First, find a quiet spot where you can either sit or lay down. Next, close your eyes and focus on a peaceful image. It can be a favorite vacation spot, a favorite painting.
So,
anything
step
you
1,
find calming.
Breathe.
Spend
Step
a few
2,
minutes concentrating
tighten
on
your
that
muscles, and
image
step 3,
nothing else.
clear your mind.
Mix and match these
So
techniques.
clearing your mind may be a little difficult for a lot of us because we're always thinking about things. But one of the things that I do is that I just focus on one object and I just stare at it. I don't even have to look at it. It could be anything in your room or anything around you. Just look at it and just see the object. So you're not thinking about other things. You're trying to focus on one item, and it doesn't matter what that item is. As long as you're taking your mind off something else that might be bothering you and just focusing on one thing. That's one of the things I do to clear my mind. So, or you can like listen to music if you want to distract yourself from other things. So music is really good for that.
To find the stress solution that works for you. You may not be able to avoid stressful situations at work, at home, and everywhere in between, but the good news is you can easily reduce the effects.
Yeah, so you have control over your own stress. You can reduce your stress on your own.
Dealing with stress. For a physician referral, visit Find Dr. Right.
So that was a really nice little segment on reducing stress. The next segment is on what not to do if you had a job at a grocery store. So it's like employment training, but it's a little bit of a twist because it's what not to do. So, and by learning what not to do, we're going to know how we can do something better or do something differently if we were to work at a grocery store. Let's take a look.
.com or call 1-800.
It's about Ace.
Ace Hardware? I doubt I'll go back. That was just a nightmare.
Mind telling us what happened?
I'm the customer, for crying out loud. They treated me like I was an intruder. I was just running an errand for my wife, gardening gloves, and bird feed. It shouldn't have been as hard as it was. I didn't know where that stuff was, so I needed help to find it, at least to be pointed in the right direction.
Do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't even do it in my own house.
$10 for lunch?
So if we're working in a grocery store, we're not going to be laying around sitting down on top of the product and just chilling. That's not working.
I got back late from that concert last night. I was like, super hammered. So I was running late. So.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So can I borrow the money?
Excuse me,
or what?
could one of you tell me where I could find bird seed and gardening gloves?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I gotta learn we sell here at some point, you know.
Okay.
But I don't really. You want paint?
So if we were working at a grocery store and someone comes up to us and asks for something, we're not going to say, no, I don't know, you figure it out. We're going to try to do everything we can to help the customer out. So we need to learn better customer skills.
Take it easy.
We can't talk to the customer like that. We can't just talk to them like they're our best friends, because they're customers.
To them. And on my way out, I remembered I wanted to pick up some deck stain.
Honey, no.
So if we were working at a grocery store, we're not going to sit down by the phone on top of a computer eating.
Well, you know who did it. I don't care if
Oh, not a computer, on top of a book where the guy needs to look at the little books to see what kind of paint he needs, or whatever he was looking for.
Honey, I gotta go. They don't want us talking on the phone at work. Okay.
And we're not supposed to be using our phones at work. So I know a lot of you guys, when you were in program, we would tell you guys, hey, put away your phone if we're volunteering. So that was work. We were doing work. We were actually working. So we all got off our phones and did what we needed to do. Like at the...
They didn't want to take care of me, so I figured I'd go
like at the
somewhere
boat
else.
restoration,
So now, I just want to buy my wife's stuff and get out of
or
here.
the library where we were volunteering.
Yeah, well, I get off at 6. Yeah, but I still have to go home and get showered and, you know.
So if we're helping someone out in the register, we're not going to be on the phone making a personal call. We're not going to be talking to our friends or family, because there's someone there to for our services.
Okay. What's the number?
555-1212.
Ace Hardware, hold please.
And chewing gum also. Don't chew gum when you're talking to people because it seems rude. So they'll feel like
Never again.
they wouldn't want to come to our store again. So we might want to do something like that, as open up our own store one day, or have your own business, and you don't want to be rude to the customer, because the customer is what gives you the money. So those were some of the examples of what not to do when you're if you were working at a grocery store. And this next segment it may be a little bit hard to understand, or a little bit harder to know exactly what it is, because we can't see it, but we can feel it. And that is gravity. We're going to be learning about gravity today. So if you've ever thought how gravity works, this little video will help us understand a little bit of what that is. And if you guys have any questions, we're always here. You can leave a comment, or talk to one of your coaches about it if they know about the subject. But let's go ahead and watch the video and see what gravity is. So
I'm sure that was just
that
an
acorn
accident,
fell.
right, tree? La-dee-da-dee. Ooh, ooh. No! That does it? Say you're sorry, tree, or face these furry fists of fury. Let me at it, sir. It's time to show that tree who's in charge, smacking me with acorns.
Napoleon? Oak trees do not smack young squirrels with acorns.
Then who did? Was it you?
To be young again. Today is your lucky day, because I am going to share my great wisdom with you. The professor will be so proud. It's like this, Napoleon. When we look around, we see objects like those acorns that are being pushed and pulled in one direction or another.
Objects being pushed and pulled? By what?
Yes. So just because we can't see
Forget it.
what
I
is
know
being
who can
pushed or what is
explain
doing
this
the
stuff.
pushing or pulling,
Professor!
we can feel it.
Yes, Napoleon. How can I help you?
I got this, Professor. That was an excellent example of pushing. A push that can cause an
So
object.
you saw how
like
the
professor
little squirrel
to
pull
move
pushed
is
his
called
professor?
A force.
Those are
I don't
forces.
get
We're
it.
talking about forces
Okay,
here.
try this.
So-
Force is pulling an object.
Pulling is a
Pushing an
force.
object?
You're a fast learner,
And pushing
Napoleon.
is a force.
The thing to remember is that a force can make an object start moving, stop moving, or move in a different way.
So a force can cause an object to move, to stop moving, or to change the way it's moving. Got it.
Take this acorn.
He didn't mean
What?
that.
You said take it. Sheesh.
Look at this acorn. Now watch as I use force to start it moving upward. Do you see how it works?
Okay,
So you see,
okay. I
you
understand
use
that
force
you
to
used
move
force
something
to start
if
the
you're
acorn
throwing it
moving
up or if you're
But
pushing
what
or
made
pulling.
it stop moving up and start coming back down onto your head?
A very special force, Napoleon. One that pulls all things down toward the center.
So when you throw something up, there's another force that applies to everything, and that's gravity. So if you throw something up, gravity pulls it back down.
Of the Earth. It's called gravity.
So gravity is hitting me in the head with acorns.
Well, yes, but gravity isn't a bad thing. Gravity keeps us from floating away.
So yeah, gravity
It
is a
pulls
good thing.
everything down to the ground.
That's why
Like that leaf?
we're
That's
all.
right. I just love molding.
That's why we're not all
mountains.
floating away into
Nicely
space.
done, Nutley.
Hey, over here, big guy. I got more questions. If gravity is what holds things down on the ground, then how come it's so much easier for me to pick up this acorn than this rock?
Haha, well, that's because the force of gravity pulls harder on some objects than it does on others. Allow me to explain. Woo! When we're talking about gravity, there's a word we use to say how strongly gravity pulls on any particular object. It's called the weight of the object.
So that's the weight. That's the mass, amount of mass something has.
Oh.
So the rock weighs
the
more,
rock
so it
weighs
has
more
more
because
mass.
gravity
So
is
gravity
pulling
pulls
on
it
it more.
on harder.
But why does gravity pull it more?
Excellent question, my young and curious friend. Gravity pulls on the rock more because there's more matter in the rock than there is in the acorn.
Matter?
Yes, the stuff that everything around
Matter
us is made
is
of.
something else that
That's
we might get
called
into
matter.
sometime in the future, but that's really
Oh,
hard to explain.
So the more matter an object has, the more it weighs?
Exactly. Now let's make sure you have all this. Is the force of gravity greater on this mouse or this grasshopper?
The mouse?
Yes.
Because
What about this bowling
the
ball
mouse has
and this
more
baseball?
mass,
Which
or no,
object
more.
does
It
gravity
has more
pull
weight.
harder
It weighs
on?
more.
The bowling ball.
And why is that?
Because the bowling ball has more matter.
Congratulations, Napoleon! You understand gravity! Oh!
So that's what that's basically what gravity is. It is a force that pulls everything down to the center of the earth. And gravity works differently in different places that are bigger or smaller. For example, the moon. The moon has its own gravity and it'll try to pull things closer to its center. But the moon isn't that big, and it doesn't have that much mass compared to Earth. So the moon's gravity is slightly, or not slightly, it's less than the Earth. So that's why we astronauts can jump up and down on the moon like if they're bouncing, like a bounce house. And on Earth, we our gravity is what made us have our body type, our muscles. But on other planets, there may be stronger gravity. So if there was life on other planets that we know of, intelligent or non-intelligent, their bodies would look different because their gravity is different. So I know it's a lot to take in, but if you guys have any questions, leave a comment. We're always here, or we can always take questions. I'll try to do my best to answer questions. And I know it seems like it's a lot, but we'll learn slowly. We may see another video some other day about a little bit more about what gravity is. But don't forget that I am playing Stardew Valley at 1 p.m. So make sure you guys come watch and help me increase our farm, make more money, see what the villagers or the townspeople see how they are. And thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come back at 1. See me play some Stardew Valley. And see you guys in a bit.